And so off the tip, it's New York. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Jarrett Jack is out there with Doug McDermott. Then there's Beasley. Then there's Porzingis. And it's Cantor in at the 5, patrolling the paint. The shot's good. And Luke Walton, the Lakers' 6th head coach in the last 6 seasons, counting interims. I think they're going to be patient with him, though, as he rebuilds.
I hope so. The fact that he's a familiar face, a SoCal native, and a former Laker helps buy patience from the fans. Also, his deal is guaranteed through 2020. They need to give him a chance.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
Look, high percentage look in tight. It's hard to miss that one.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Ingram. And a miss there on the triple. The Lakers on D. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Ball. Kicks it to Bogut. Dishes it to Ball. There's the 3. Beasley with the rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Porzingis hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Cantor throws it down.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Ball. Back to Bogut. Caldwell Pope outside. Feeds it to Ingram. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And Ingram, he's still getting his weight up. Looking pretty strong that time. Well, Brandon Ingram with the 7'3" wingspan. I mean, guard skills with the reach of a center, that gives him a lot of positional versatility.
And that one falls for Ingram. And you talk about the versatility of Ingram. What position, Chris, do you think he's best fit for?
Well, you look at a guy like Kevin Durant, who started as shooting guard and is now a combo forward. I mean, that might be a mold for Ingram.
Ball dishes to Caldwell Pope. They get it back. Pass to Bogut. Here's Kuzma. He's covered by Cantor. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Beasley, the pass to Porzingis. Pulls it from the elbow. Beasley kicks to Cantor. Back to Beasley. New York moving the ball around. Outside, Porzingis. Puts up a 3. Cantor kicks to Porzingis. Tries yet again. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Ball with a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence, and he has been deadly from beyond.
Cantor inside, covered by Bogut. Outside, Porzingis. Cantor kicks to Porzingis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. LA's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And Nance kicks to Randall. Over Cantor. The Knicks pull it in.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
And one strength, Greg, that this Knicks team has enjoyed the last couple of years has been their ability to win the rebounding game.
And that's back-to-back seasons, Kevin, in the top 10 for rebounding in terms of the Knicks. And it was something they wanted to improve upon starting a few years ago. They've changed their rebounding trouble into a big asset moving forward.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
And the Lakers with some changes. Brewer comes in for Brandon. And Hart subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Thomas comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Ntilikina in for Jarrett Jack. Porzingis passes to O'Quinn, and it's blocked.
Not really blessed with the length to be a big-time rim protector, but Randall gets most of his blocks by playing with energy.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. To the middle. Shot to end this cold run. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
The pass to O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Oh, yeah, incredible teamwork there. A play you perfect only by practicing it until you're blue in the face.
Pass to Ntilikina. 3 seconds left, and O'Quinn slams it in.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers on top. They lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, you look around the NBA and there are some incredible athletes. Chris, in your opinion, which players in the league right now are the most physically imposing when you see them in action?
3 people come to mind. First, DeAndre Jordan. Just his size and stature. And then when you see him run like a little fella and jump with the best of them, it is so intimidating seeing him out there on that court. LeBron. I mean, you still might say he has the best basketball body ever, being that 6'7", 6'8" frame, whatever he goes by, with a bunch of muscle behind it, being able to use his quickness and strength to get to the post. You just have to love it. And then Antetokounmpo, one of the most unique players we've seen with his length, his size, Mr. Stretch Armstrong, but he gets it done on both ends of the floor. And I just think his unique body style and skill set makes him fun to watch as well.
Ball and Clarkson team up together in the backcourt. Randall out there with Nance, and it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Laker 5. New York trailing. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. New York moving it around. That ties it up. O'Quinn's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Knicks.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Ball with the bucket.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Ntilikina. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Hernan Gomez kicks to O'Quinn.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
No good with the layup.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
But that's all about going back to the fundamentals. Defensive rebounding, you got to have it, especially when you're getting waxed.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, yeah, and you have to give him credit, too. Makes the right read go straight to the rim.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Knicks trail by 6.
And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete, but Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game like a 10-year vet.
And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason Kidd as how he plays and views things as if it's a chess match. Greg, pretty good company to be in.
I tell you, that just shows the lofty expectations Ball has been saddled with, and he's the ultimate team player and plays to win. There are questions about his game, but what I always say is the fact that the players he plays with tend to play their best basketball, which I think is a reflection of his game.
So New York ends up going with the new group.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
McDermott passes to Porzingis. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Ingram, and he slams it down right on top of Michael Beasley.
And the long arms of Caldwell Pope are so dangerous on defense. He is so good at making his man feel uncomfortable, which in turn earns him a ton of steals.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Andrew Bogut checked in for Randall. LA has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Ball dishes to Caldwell Pope. Bogut the pass to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope outside. Bogut kicks to Ball. The shot misses. Jack with the defensive effort.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit. Coach Luke Walton is coming from the 73-win Warriors team in 2016. He took over a Lakers team that has just finished off the worst season in franchise history. Quite a contrast.
Outside, Porzingis. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
And for the Lakers, new leadership in the front office starting midway through last season. For a franchise that had lost some of its luster, the hope is they can return to their winning ways.
Knicks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark, 4 of 9 all told. And Kanter throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Ingram. Off target with his 3. And Chris, we're not accustomed to seeing top free agents spurn the Lakers, but that's what's been happening the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, it's different reasons. I mean, it's drafting. Some players want to go other places. The fact that the looming shadow of Kobe Bryant there. But we'll see if they can turn things around.
35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Kuzma. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Outside, Porzingis. Back to McDermott with his first shot attempt. The Lakers with the rebound. Fast break, the Lakers. Ball's running. The dive for the ball. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq. Got a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And now, folks, just...
Here we go now. This Lakers shooting here about 46% for the game. And on the floor for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. We got Doug McDermott, Beasley out there with Porzingis. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Jack in at the point. Here's Kanter, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Kanter's got 10 points in the game. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
He kicks it to Kanter. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And Chris, it's a players' league. And yet the officials, of course, have an impact on games. I'm thinking of a certain Game 6 back in 2002. In your opinion, how does the league ensure greater consistency with the officiating of games?
Well, I promised myself, Kevin, thanks for bringing up 2002, that I would never think about that aloud. You know, I'm going to have to go lay on somebody's couch after we do this game right here. But I think the league just has to be transparent. They have to let fans know when the ref has messed up. We're all human, so I think it comes into play when you aren't transparent, when when you aren't honest with your fans, because we have the smartest fans of any sport, I believe. And so I think transparency is good, but human error is always going to be in there as long as it doesn't go back to the type of human error we saw in 2002.
But, Chris, I do sense that is a goal of theirs, and bit by bit they're getting toward that goal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I believe that our league has done some great jobs when it comes to advancing referees and how the game is officiated. When you look at not only do we have the referee center back in New York where the referees now can go and get help and the game is faster, and also we have 3 refs on the floor, and we have the best conditioned refs, and so I think the game is just going to be better because we have passionate refs, we have passionate officials and passionate players, and we're going to work together to make sure that this game is the best for every fan to be presented to, and also that every player has a chance to win a championship and don't have their heart broken.
And the Knicks making a change here. Lee's checked in.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Yep, that one goes. Randall's got his second bucket tonight.
One of the young power forwards, Randall, one of the best off the dribble drive.
Stolen by Ball. Caldwell Pope left side. Porzingis with the rebound. Knicks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And watching Porzingis play, you forget how tall he really is in terms of how he moves. Not only how quick he is, but also that skill set. Incredible that a player his size won the skills competition in last year's All-Star festivities.
Ball with the bucket.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Lee outside. Porzingis kicks to Cantor. Missed inside. Los Angeles leading by 4. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Larry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. Clarkson comes in for Ball. Here's Clarkson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Clarkson's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles. New York calls timeout.
Jordan Clarkson, a scoring combo guard out of the University of Missouri. He was taken with the 46th pick back in 2014. He's made some noise early in his career with the Lakers.
Group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Cantor. Hernan Gomez comes in for Porzingis. Thomas checked in for Michael Beasley. And it's Ntilikina in for Jarrett Jack. And after Clarkson's breakout rookie season, he was viewed as a key player for the Lakers.
Well, the talent is certainly there. A good athlete who can score the ball. For him, though, it's all about focusing on both ends of the floor.
Ntilikina, and again, unable to change momentum here. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Randall. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. The Knicks shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. The Lakers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Now, here's Clarkson. Defense is right there. Here's Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss. Knicks trail by 6. Thomas kicks to Hernan Gomez. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. Knicks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. The feed now to O'Quinn. And O'Quinn slams it in.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays. Look at that jam.
Wow.
I mean, just beautiful.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Nance, no good.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
And Thomas has it in the corner. To the inside for the tie. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one good from Clarkson.
No, Clarkson loves to drive, but he's also improving from distance.
The dish to Thomas. Here's Ntilikina. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the basket by Thomas.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. We're going after it.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Lakers lead by 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. New York's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. We've got Bogut. Clarkson is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And Nance slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Nance no good on the free throw. New York trailing. Thomas with the ball. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a critical error. They can't afford right now. This game is too tight to make mistakes like that.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Clarkson passes to Caldwell Pope. Nance with no one around. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's stolen by Nance. Now the Lakers on the break. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's going to be on Jarrett Jack.
Well, think about the high ceiling that this kid Brandon Ingram has. I mean, and with his long arms, I mean, he could reach the rafters.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ball's checked in.
And last season, the Knicks raised expectations with some of those big free agent signings and trades in the prior year. And let's face it, things just didn't work out quite how they had planned. Some would say they underachieved. Hard pill to swallow for a fan base that went into the year with so much hope.
Cantor with a screen on Bogut. It's stolen by Bogut. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Love how alert Bogut is. Fantastic at finding an open man and slinging the rock as well.
New York calls timeout.
Now, that's a great timeout called by the coach there to try to calm his team down. They're turning the ball over way too much.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
A different look for New York. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Enes Kanter. And Hernan Gomez subbed in for Beasley. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen in on Jeff Hornacek's huddle with his players. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start. And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
He hit a 3 in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. Bogut kicks the ball. He dishes it to Clarkson. And there it is for him. And now it's a 9-point Laker lead.
This is what Clarkson is capable of. Certain nights where he carries you with his scoring.
Jack passes to Porzingis. There's the pick. To the paint. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Kuzma uses both hands to slam it down.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
Kicks to O'Quinn. Over Bogut. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. Out to the right wing. Here's Kuzma. And the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. And the Lakers lead by 11. And Chris, power forwards today shoot a lot more three-pointers. If you played today, I think you'd be incredibly effective in that role. How do you think you'd be in that role?
Oh, yeah, I think that that's something I would definitely have fun and relish there. And I did shoot threes a couple of seasons in Washington and was pretty successful at that, but the style of play was just so different then. Big men were asked to stay in the post, and there was a lot more work in the post, a lot more pressure on the big guy to get to the free throw line to wear down the defense. So the whole game was different then. The big man kind of ruled the game. Today it's a point guard's game, and so what's great is I'd have to step out to give the point guard a lot more room to drive, to take a shot blocker away, or because there aren't any shot blockers. And so I definitely would love to hang out in that corner and shoot that easy 3 or at the top after a pick and roll and pop right back. That would have been a lot of fun. Plus it would give you freedom, because when you can shoot that Jimmy like that and you got a nice wet jump shot, it allows that pump fake to work all day. So I would have pump fake a lot from that three-point line and dunked on a lot of people. So that would have been fun to have that freedom as they do today. Just like it's fun watching these guys let it fly on that three-point line.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Clarkson. And here is Ball. The 3. Out to the right wing. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ingram. Buries it from three-point range.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Los Angeles.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lonzo Ball.
Well, anytime the offense ran through him, good things happened. His passing was awesome. He created a bunch of good looks for everyone else out there.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Lonzo Ball.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Group in for the Knicks. Cantor checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Noah comes in for Hernan Gomez. Lee's checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's Ntilikina in for Jarrett Jack. Porzingis can't hit.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation. The coach right there, I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by New York.
I'm sure the D has no issue whatsoever with him taking those threes, but he isn't hitting anything from out there. No, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring, with a good reason.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touched by Lee.
I mean, they just look totally disengaged out there. Seems like they've given up on this one.
Here's Clarkson. Over in the corner, Randall. Hits the three-point bomb.
I tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, we know that you are a defensive presence in the paint, but how do you find balance to also contribute offensively?